still we are on mindfulness of the feeling, how the feeling doesn't exist objectively, how the feeling is like illusion. And what we discussed yesterday, this is extremely important. Finally, we see that the essay on a very gross level, why people are going through indulgence. One problem of the world. Let us explore all the problems. So one problem with the world is indulgence, intoxications, addictions, different forms of addictions. So why do you, I'm sure that many of you, I don't have much time, I have to rush through. Say, I'm sure that you agree with me that the addictions are all related to the feelings. You cannot let go of the pleasant feelings. You feel so attached to pleasant feelings that what you do that is harmful to you, but still this feeling is so intense that you crave for it or you get it, so that you want to get more, and then you dare to do whatever, at whatever cost, go into this, and repeatedly. This is known as addiction. You agree? Okay, so it's about the feelings. So this is obvious. Then let's say all the problems in the communities, all the problems in the communities, again is because of first in the domestic, the family members where the issues are happening, again it's all because of the feelings. Say then the politicians, how they are fighting, fighting for the position and so forth. They see and so forth because of just, I would feel so happy if I get the same seat, If I lose the seat, it should not happen. Then I will be just broken. My feeling will be so unbearable. Feeling is the one which determines almost all our actions, from the very obviously nasty, the addiction, to the nasty actions, to the mafia, to the politicians, to the people who are harming others, and so forth. Now, even the good things, for example, like usually people may be getting at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, but here you get up at 5 o'clock and putting on the snooze, snooze, and then like 5:40, okay, 5 minutes, right? In 5 minutes I'll rush down, and again you fall asleep, and again you put a 5 snooze. It doesn't matter. They're making frustration. Perhaps Geshe is not there yet, right? So there you just crave for the pleasant feeling of the sleep. Again, that makes you to be dragged in the bed, not coming out, because of the attachment to the pleasant feeling of sleep. So believe it or not, all our actions are driven by the feelings. So therefore, if we can trigger, say for example, doing good things, right? For example, how many of their experience that in your school days, the closer to the exams, you made timetable for yourself, very rigid timetables, Morning at 6 o'clock I get up, I'll just brush very brief 5 minutes, right? And then study for 2 hours, then breakfast 5 minutes, then another 3 hours studies, and then maybe tea 5 minutes, then another 2 hours study, then lunch 15 minutes, and then study. And this timetable works only for 1 day, right? Why? Your body resisted, because going in this timetable, there's so much of energy consumed. Energy consumption gives rise to unpleasant feelings. What triggered? You want unpleasant feeling or not? You don't want it. So you will resist the trigger of the unpleasant feeling. What is the trigger of the unpleasant feeling? This timetable. So you resist the timetable. You push the timetable. You see the timetable. You say it's hopeless. It's no point. I cannot follow this. So this is how, say, the Buddhist psychology related to how the mind works. It's amazing. If you know how the mind works so well on the basis of these 5 ever-present mental factors, then you can tackle many of the problems with other people. You can just tackle many problems. Say, just by seeing the person, how the person comes, walks in, how the person looks at you, and how the person talks, what are the words the person uses, and how the basic framework of the sentences. From there, you can see what's going in the person's mind. So, this is how the feeling, to see the emptiness of the feeling. Say, unpleasant feelings, change it into a pleasant feeling. With doing good things, unpleasant feeling arises. For example, like study, so I will study for 14 hours a day. It does not happen because unpleasant feeling arises. Whereas if you study for 14 hours and if you get a pleasant feeling, all around 14 hours, pleasant feeling comes, then nobody can beat you. You getting it? It's unbeatable. You will just run through like this. You will not feel tired. This pleasant feeling will sustain your immunity. And this immunity will keep fighting with any kind of diseases, illnesses, tiredness, and so forth. So burnout doesn't happen. So the point is that doing good things, unpleasant feeling comes, it stops the good things. Doing bad things, the pleasant feeling comes, it makes you to indulge in the bad things. So this is all about the feelings. If you don't want to get into bad feelings, bad things, bad actions, so these actions are related to actions karma, intention. So intention is determined by the feeling. So with the bad things, make sure that the feeling is unpleasant, not pleasant. With the bad things, with bad actions, for example, like alcohol, holding on to alcohol, then it's an unpleasant feeling. We should try to think of creating an unpleasant feeling within us by thinking of all the consequences of that. Whereas if you fail to see the consequences deeply, you cannot create the unpleasant feeling within you with respect to alcohol. Then the pleasant feeling arises. If the unpleasant feeling doesn't arise, and pleasant feeling, you've already implanted the seeds from the past. So pleasant feeling, then you grab the alcohol. But think of the alcohol, all the unpleasant feeling arises. The mere thought of alcohol gives us unpleasant feeling, you will just stay away from alcohol. Addictions. All forms of addictions. For example, like, let's go for the pubs. Friends, let's go for pubs. It's all about the feelings. Doing bad things, instead of pleasant feeling, create unpleasant feeling. Then the bad things will stop. Because you see that you don't want the unpleasant feeling. Because of this action, bad indulgence, or going with the bad companions and so forth, then the unpleasant feeling comes. Then it will make you stay away from the bad things. With the good things, create a pleasant feeling. With the good actions, good things, create pleasant feelings. With the pleasant feelings, then you will do like, what makes this pleasant feeling? That triggers a good thing, like helping somebody, or learning something. Or, I'll not waste time, I'll meditate on emptiness. I'll revise this text, chapter 9. But then you get a pleasant feeling. So with the pleasant feeling, what triggers the pleasant feeling? You want pleasant feeling. What will trigger it? The desire to study this. Then you will embrace it, study this. So try to replace the unpleasant feeling to pleasant feeling with respect to the virtues. Replace the pleasant feeling to the unpleasant feeling with respect to non-virtues. This is the trick of the successful life.